Mitch is a very interesting person, that's for sure.
I think he's a great person. I really love what he's doing. I admire him for, just going out there and starting a company, doing what he wants and doing what he loves.
Ever since meeting Mitch, he completely took me under his wing and introduced me to everyone. And in the Orlando scene that he knew, and I've met tons of people, great connections, and great friends too.
When he first started off, he had a full-time job, and he worked, on nights going to shows, and then would write at his downtime at work. And it's since kind of consumed him in a way and inspired him. And the more that he puts into it, the further he wants to take it.
I wanted to do something positive. I wanted to do something different because I was bringing myself so far down. I needed a rescue. I started writing in journals, and I was writing a lot of my feelings. I had lost a lot of friends, so I was spending a lot of time at home and a lot of time alone, and I guess what people call soul searching. I was doing a lot of that. I started a website where it was shows I went to. I was the I, and the URL happened to be available, and I was like, no fucking way. So I bought it, put up a website, and by 3 a.m. that night, I had 3 reviews up, and the website was live. And that's the very, very beginning. One of my friends, Benji's one of my best friends, and super best friend.
I've known Mitchell for many years now. I was a bartender at the Social, which is just about everybody's favorite music venue downtown.
And that's how I met Benji, through a mutual friend. And I was pretty drunk that night, and I told my buddy, I'm like, I want to make that guy my best friend.
Immediately we did become best friends, and we're about as close as you could get. We borrowed each other's clothes, spent the night on each other's couches when we've been drinking, It's a luxury you only get with your friends.
His roommate Dan is in his 40s. He's about to turn 50, I think, this year. And he bartends at the Social. He bartends at the Beach House. So Dan's they're making my bartending shifts contingent on whether or not I do promotions for the club. Meaning they give me a stack of tickets every month as comps, and I write my name on every one of them, and however many make it back in the door determines how many shifts I'm gonna get. I was like, Dan, what if I took your tickets and I came up with a way to give them out through the website, and you could win every month. It'd be a win-win for both of us. I'd get more traffic, you'd get that parking pass, and he's like, all right, yeah, let's try it. And it changed my life. I started picking winners, and I must have had to explain 100 times, yes, this is legit. They're like, are you sure this is real? People didn't fucking believe us. They're like, how do we know this is real? I'm like, I don't know what else to tell you. I swear to God it's real. And I'm like, I have these tickets, let's meet at a well-lit public place downtown so neither one of us gets stabbed. And I started meeting people. I started meeting them downtown and shaking their hands, and I'd buy them a beer if they were old enough. And I would talk to them, and I would always ask, how did you find out about shows I go to? And that was worth a beer. That was worth 3 beers to me. The question I get is how did we go from just me, because it was just me, taking shitty pictures with my phone and writing shitty stories. It was just me for almost a whole year.
I knew about shows I go to because when I first came to Orlando for school, I wanted to get a feel for what, the music community was in Orlando. So just being, going on the internet and everything, I found this company that was doing ticket giveaways.
I think it was Twitter. It was probably just Twitter, and
and I saw like one of their like ticket giveaways or something, and then I looked up their site, and here we are.
The first time I met him was at a ticket giveaway for this artist. His name is Bass.
Oh, there's the show that I want to go to. I'm gonna sign up for it, and that was when Mitch was doing ticket giveaways, handling them personally, and that's when I first kind of met him, and we got to hang out. And from there, it kind of turned into me getting a job just through getting to know him better.
I think it's given me a direction. I didn't really know like that I liked writing until I started doing this, and I still don't know that much about music. I'm pretty sure everyone would say I have the worst taste.
If you do what you fucking love and just keep doing it, these weird opportunities will present themselves. And sometimes it'll change everything.
I feel lost, but happy that she found a better time without me. I'll pay the cost.
I found myself in this position where shows I go to wasn't really paying my bills. But building websites and shows I go to, I could pay rent, I could pay all my basic things, and that's the biggest challenge, trying to figure out how to get paid for something you love. Step one is forget about that. Just do what you love. And you'll be surprised, like along the way, you'll get offers, sometimes monetarily, to do things that you would enjoy doing anyways. And those are the times where like everything makes sense and everything matters, and like you feel like you're achieving something and you feel successful.
It doesn't really seem to be about like paying back or that we owe each other anything. It's just kind of this thing that we're in together. I feel like anybody who's a part of the Shows I Go To team who really like puts themselves in it, it's their thing. It's shows I go to.
I mean, naturally, we're an online music magazine. Like that's art, but that's just like what we are on paper. But we bleed a lot more than that.
These are people that they're always there for you. They care for you. They're gonna help you out with anything. They have the same interests as you. And I found my little family, in Orlando. They're like my second family.
So yeah, I think it's like giving me a sense of community, as well as like, because I just grew up in a really small town in Pennsylvania, so I like didn't go to shows, I didn't go out, I didn't know that much about music or like writing at all, so it's kind of like forayed me into like a focus.
I think if we maintain like a good and like respectful friendship, then we can like flourish as co-workers.
My first impression with Shows I Go To was Mitch came out and showed me the website. I wasn't really familiar with it, but I was kind of blown away because they really had their stuff together.
So now just going to shows and writing about them, I was super stoked about it. Because it's just doing what you already like really like to do, but like with an underlying purpose now.
All the different personalities for Shows I Go To, because we have over 50 plus people working for us, and that gets kind of crazy sometimes, You have to handle everyone saying, hey, where's this press request for this show? And I'm having like 15 messages in 30 minutes of working, and I'm like, hold on.
I get woken up by a knock on the door more often than not. And a lot of times I'm here on this couch, like today, simply because I get home and I'm so exhausted, probably drunk.
I just really felt like they cared about the artists, about the music, about the environment, about the community. I find myself like having to explain less like who we are or what we do as far as like locally. There's like more of, I guess, a buzz about it, which is really cool.
I've learned essentially the hard way that money is never ever going to make you happy. I mean, unless you're riding a jet ski. But that $100,000 a year desk job, if you ever get it, it's not going to be better than a $30,000 year concert job, you know, reviewing concerts. I love people, I really do. And this has given me this tremendous opportunity to meet the coolest fucking people I've ever met in my entire life. And some of the best friends I've ever had in my entire life, who I call family.
I wouldn't want to do anything else. Like when I graduated, I could have gotten a job in LA or New York with some big record label or management company, but the people at shows I go to, it's a family, you know? I wouldn't change my decision for the world.
It's not that I'm like helping Mitch out. It's never felt like that. It's I'm doing this for me, I'm doing this for the team, I'm doing this for shows I go to.
I'm not a boss. I don't consider myself one. I'm just as much a part of all of this as everyone else. And if it was just me, this would be nothing. This would just be me with my feelings behind a keyboard, riding into the wind. It's the people who contribute, it's the people who talk about it in the streets, it's the people who put the stickers on stop signs and wear the shirt and like hashtag us on the internet and share things with their friends and just give a shit. Generally just give a shit about what we're doing because we're just like them. And they feel like they fit in our weird community. And the hardest thing that I ever wrote was I was in the corner at Lil Indies. Lil Indies is right next to Will's Pub. And it's like the cocktail bar. It's that cool lounge thing. They have live music in there as well. No stage, just on the floor. And I got this text message from one of our former partners, and I had to write a note to all of our staff on the staff page, and nobody else could do it but me. And I wrote, hey everybody, there was a shooting at the plaza tonight. I just want to make sure everyone's okay. And I thought about, like, I turned around at Lil Indies and I just fucking like lost it. Like, it started in my knees and just like crept up and it just like took me over and I just fucking started bawling because I thought that maybe somebody from shows I go to is there. And I wouldn't do this anymore if we lost anyone. That was a really shitty night. I didn't sleep that night. Martin came over and he stayed the night on my couch and we just sat here. And then the next night we went to 2 concerts. We went and saw the States at the Social, who were awesome. And then we went and saw Go-Go Bordello and Frank Turner at the Beecham. And I just like fucking hugged everyone so hard that night. Because I've never had a family like this. And I don't know what I'd do without it or without them. So much, and it's a love that I've never felt before.
Mitch said it best. We bleed more than that. We bleed a lot of emotion in what we write and what we do. We care about the people that work for us, the people that are going out to shows that we're giving ticket giveaways for.
Mitch is like my soulmate, pretty much. I think that's how I found shows I go to, Kismet, because him and I are like right hand, left hand. like at any given time.
It's always fun with him, you know? No matter what, you don't just go out and talk about your work day and have a couple drinks. It's always something fun, always an adventure, something enriching about the experience.
It's almost like when you meet him right away, it's like family. Like, he loves everybody. He's so nice to everybody. He's like one of the nicest guys I know. It makes me feel pretty bad sometimes about myself.
He deserves it 100%. He has the biggest heart, like, of anyone that I know.
Can I draw you a line? Hands of a feather and weight of a mind. Ooh, when there's too much to know. Keep your eyes open and pray for us both.
No matter what crazy idea you have, you can do it. And it's never, ever gonna be easy. But if you do something you love and you really love it, even if you stop loving it, stop doing it. Do something else, find something else. There's so much shit to do on this planet, and we have such a little amount of time. Find whatever it is you love and do it. Because, I mean, look at where I came from. It was really shitty where I started out, and it was just me, and it was really, really tough. But I was honest to myself, and I was honest to the people who believed in us and believed in me. And if you maintain that integrity and that honesty and just continue to just move forward, even when you don't want to, even when you're hungover as fuck and you're sad because you were broken up with and you went on several failed dates, or whatever it is that's personal, all of those things will fall in the line just as long as you maintain some sort of internal happiness. And it's really hard to find happiness a lot of times. I'm generally like kind of a sad dude, and to be able to find so much happiness and joy and fulfillment and life and just similarities in people and just beauty, just fucking sheer beauty in people. Like, I found the most beautiful people I've ever met in my entire life through shows I go to. Like, I've never met anyone even close. Like, and the conversations that I've had with people and our staff, and like I said, I made some of the best friends that I've ever had in my entire life. It's all fucking possible. And if there's one message that I could give out or whatnot, I would just say, don't fucking give up. You can do it.